If you are planning to buy a commercial property in the next 3 to 6 months, this video is going to help you to understand some of the things that you have to consider before you purchase your commercial property. So let's dive into it. Okay, so the first thing that you must look into if you want to purchase a commercial property within next 3 to 6 months is what is your financial goal. First, you look into what's your financial goal. If you set it up your financial independence goal, if you set it up a 10 years goal, look into this, what is that goal, and then ask the question, is this commercial property going to help me to reach to this goal or towards this goal? So this is the something that you will always have to look into, because if you buy just for the sake of buying, like I want to own 1 or 2, 3 residential property or commercial property, that is not the right way to invest. Your goal should be, what is my financial goal, what is my financial independence goal, and then what you make a plan, and based on that plan you will buy that commercial property. Then only you will be able to do. So it's like, first you look at the destination, from there you drill down to different goals, and from there you look for, to achieve one of these goals I am going to buy this commercial property, not the other way around, because most people will be thinking about that, oh, let's just buy it. But if you set that goal and if you ask this question that yes, I want to achieve this goal, hence I need to buy this kind of properties, because that will give you clarity, that will give you a kind of a way of measuring that what you are buying is actually triggering that towards your goal. The second thing that you would be looking into when you are purchasing your commercial property is that, can I get the insurance? It's very, very important to see that where you are buying and all. Talk to a good insurance broker and ask them that, hey, this is the property that I'm planning to buy, this is the rent, this is the amount of loan that I'll be taking. Can you tell me if I get that insurance and how much would be the insurance premium? Because if you get that insurance, because the insurance company is going to check a lot of things before they say yes, we will underwrite that insurance. So knowing that you are going to get the insurance is an important part to know before you buy that commercial property. A lot of time I have seen that yes, you want to buy commercial property and then you're not getting the insurance. Remember, if you're not getting insurance, you will be taking a huge risk, and that's something, that's the property you should not be buying, particularly if you are buying your first commercial property. And the next one that you would be asking this, will my bank lend you for this property? And that's how you need to speak to a finance broker, because knowing that whether you are going to get that loan for that property or not is an important part. Because if bank lends you money, that means banks are not going to lend you just for the sake of doing it. They are going to check about the property, they are going to check so many things. Your serviceability depends on what kind of loan structure you are taking. If it is a full dog loan, then your serviceability, the property, and they are going to check so many other things, the property valuation. So as long as the bank is lending you money, that way you can say that yes, this property makes sense for me, because bank is lending means you can trust, you can pass on so many risks to the bank itself. Remember, in Australia, most people would not be, in a position to buy commercial property on their own outright. They will take the loan. But what I'm suggesting here is that make sure you check. If you can borrow money, that's good. If you think like, oh, you have cash, and even though you have cash, ideally you should be looking for 50%, 60% LVR commercial property. So that way that bank is lending you money. Bank is lending you money means the property, there is no problem, because bank have already done all these checks. So this is very important point, particularly if you are buying for the first time. Looking into this bank's criteria, and you can pretty much pass it on so many things to the bank, because they are going to check all these things. Remember, commercial property has a lot of due diligence, lot of things, but if you just do these 3 things, you are way ahead of like 90% of investors who do not think like that, who do not do like that. So if you want to invest into commercial property, you can also come to our free live webinar, and where we talk about explain that what are the things that needs to be done to look into before you purchase your first commercial property.